YouTube, hello. New face, new addition to YouTube. Probably not the normal type of face that you guys probably see on YouTube. Probably not the right background either. So this is my channel, completely new channel. It's called Let's Talk About It. Yeah, it's the way I'm looking at it is this will be a platform to discuss various social matters. So it could be anything, right? I'll give you guys a bit of introduction about myself first and foremost, so you probably understand where this will be going, or at the very least, my intentions, right? So my name is Enoch, Enoch Antwi. Enoch is a Hebrew name, means dedication or dedicated. But yeah, my mom is religious, as most Ghanaian African parents are. Antwi is, of course, a Ghanaian name. It's actually pronounced Aintree. But yeah, I've lived in UK for 15 years plus now, so it's Antwi. Yes. I'm 29 years old, about to turn 30 in March or April. Again, typical Ghanaian, two birthdays. Long story. We'll explain later on in the videos. My intention for this channel is to get to a point whereby people like myself, people with similar mindset, both male, female, people even from various other backgrounds can relate to some of the things I will be showing or discussing on this channel. The way I really want this to get to is a point where it's so collaborative that I'm having various people come up with the subjects to discuss. I've been someone that's always been open to public speaking. I've been someone that's always been in people's faces. Some people loved me for it, some people absolutely hated me for it. So I feel like I've got a lot to say, at least for the next 10 episodes of this. But the minute I begin to run out of things to say, I'm hoping that we'll get to a point whereby that's my phone. So, we're keeping it real, put that on silent. Yep. That's what I'm saying. I want this to get to a point where the minute I run out of things to say, we've touched enough people for them to want to bring up other subjects to discuss. Okay. So back to introductions. I live in England, Berkshire. Lived in South London for the most of my life. Prior to that, I lived about 6,000 miles away in a small town called Tema in Ghana. Again, we'll dive into all of those intricacies at a later stage. So, who is my target audience? So I'm a young professional, right? I've been a professional for the past 6 years. Went through the whole education system here in England. Could have been better, could have been worse. Um, so I suppose more immediately, my audience will be similar people. But at the same time, I'm hoping actually, in fact, my aim is to reach people far more younger than myself, 10 years younger, 15 years younger. Now, the reason why that is because at the age of 15, 16, 17, even 18, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure about various things in life that I needed to know back then. And as a matter of fact, things I'm learning now that I should have known all the way back when I was 18, and I'm just learning them right now. Maybe I'm just the unfortunate one. Maybe, in fact, the people I'm trying to reach already know a lot of this stuff. And if you guys do, the 18-year-olds who might be watching this, maybe in a year's time, um, please let me know in the comments below. But the idea really will be to reach out to the younger generation, the millennials, um, and have very frank conversations about things that they probably need to be um, reading up on, engaging with, getting to know a lot more of that hopefully will benefit them when they get to the age that I'm at right now, at 29. Well, certainly a lot of the things that I've just learned or learning or going through the process. If I had known them when I was 18, I would have been far more better at them. So you're probably thinking, what the hell is he talking about? Give us an example. Everyday life, budgeting, planning. What the hell is a mortgage? What's equity? How do I even, you know, fix my CV for the job I want? In fact, what job do I want? Do I want to go to university? Putting that all aside, I think even at the flip side, we can even be having discussion with some of the females, 18-year-olds. Maybe you just had a child out of wedlock. How do you become, a young mother and still be successful in this world? And again, my intentions is that not only you won't only be seeing me, but you'll be seeing a whole other people that I know from different walks of life. I hopefully will be interviewing people, um, so they can give you their side of things. I won't pretend to know what it's like to be a young mother. So I may be able to bring some young mothers I know, and how they managed, babies, children, at a very young age. Again, the idea really is a social matter. So the spectrum is going to be very wide, but I'm hoping out of that we'll be able to get down to the nitty gritty and be able to assist some people in various walks of life. Now, as you can see, this video is terrible, right? I'm not entirely sure what pixelation this is or whether it's even HD. The background's terrible. It's my first video. My hair looks messy. Um, yeah, I need a haircut. The reason why this is I'm going through what in corporate we call a gardening leave. And what that means is when you're moving from one job to another, so the company gives you time off, so there's no conflict of interest. So I'm moving from one job to another. So in fact, for me, this is a whole new chapter. Is the 12th day of 2017. I'm moving to a new job, which I'm super, super excited about, loads of money. And I'm ready to, work my ass off, buy a house, you know, um, um, help my wife get to where she wants to be as well. Oh, by the way, I'm married. That should have been part of the introductions. Um, and become a young husband, a young couple, maybe one day a young father. As much as maybe a lot of you guys will be watching this will be a lot younger than me. I'm 29, and believe me, I'm still very young compared to some of the people I deal with on a daily basis. So, I would love for people to suggest things, comment below. Let me know if you think there's actually a market for this type of platform. And what I mean by that is this even a discussion point? Is it a discussion point in the barber shops in Croydon somewhere? Is this something that people would want to know more about and would actually subscribe to channels like this to understand various social matters? Because I feel like I've been through it all. Actually, let me rephrase that. I feel like I've been through a lot, and I've got a lot to say. And I know a lot, and I've read a lot, and I feel as though that I should share this. So we're nearly 9 minutes now. I know people of these days have very short attention span, especially to this black guy who they can't even see properly because he's borderline Blake. Um, so I'm gonna leave it here, and this will be the first video I post to YouTube. And God willing, there'll be a lot more on the way. Thank you.